Good day, gentlemen. Today we're talking about why making more money might help you attract more women, but it won't help you build a better relationship with your current partner. I can confidently say this because I've been with my woman for over 6 years and we've built a fantastic relationship that started with me being completely broke. And now I'm in a quite decent financial situation. So I want to share four main mistakes that I see so many men make. Men who have already reached a decent level in wealth and in health, but in terms of relationships, they're just not where they want to be. Their relationship isn't where they want it to be. And so this trifecta of health, wealth, relationships is incomplete for them. And they're not living the best life that they could be living. So if that's you, listen up, take this serious, avoid these four mistakes at all costs. Now, mistake number one is that so many guys think it's about the money they already have, but it's not about the money you already have. It's about the money you will still make. And it's not about the money you will still make, but actually it's about the man that you will become through making this money. Because if it's evident that you will make money, that you will have money in the future, then just like my girl didn't care that I was broke, your woman won't care either. And she doesn't care about seeing the success that you're building or the money or whatever. And I'll touch on this more later. What she cares about is seeing who you become in the process of doing that. You know, so many guys nowadays, they talk down on guys who seek success. They think, oh, that's artificial, that's superficial, not artificial. That's superficial, whatever. But what these guys don't get is that seeking success in any way is actually connecting you to your maturely masculine core because it's a challenge. Just like anything, seeking any success in any field, whether it's in sports or in business or in relationships, whatever it might be, those are challenges. And the masculine grows by challenge. These guys feel okay with not challenging themselves. And that's very, very bad for them in the long run. You know, the bodybuilder, entrepreneur, husband, and recently father, Chris Bumstead, is actually a great example of this because at the start of his bodybuilding career, he just cared about winning. And then he won, but it felt more like a burden was lifted off his shoulders rather than him actually like ascending to a different level. He didn't feel any desire being fulfilled, he just felt the pain going away. And then for his few recent titles, what he actually did was he didn't just care about winning. Yes, he still cared about winning, obviously. But he also cared about who he is, who he was in the process of winning these titles. He's leading with vulnerability, with honesty, with authenticity. And yes, not every woman might love that. There are women out there who just want a man who puts on a facade of being a strong and whatever man, like, even though he's not, right? And like I said, not every woman might love this. His wife, Courtney, does. And that's all that matters. He doesn't have to care what women in general might think because, hey, his wife loves him like this. And that's the same for you. There's a lesson in there. Don't care about what women in general might want. All these YouTubers talking about, oh, women in general want this. What does your woman want? Who does she want you to be? Who can she see in you that she wants you to become? And Chris Bumstead also recently said something very interesting on a podcast where he said, once you have children, you realize that you can't hide anymore. There's cameras in the house 24/7. They see everything that you do, and you have to be very careful with who you are around your children. Now, I don't have children yet, and you might not either, but this is still very important because the same thing, first of all, applies to your partner. And second of all, just quick side thing here, I film these videos for my future son. Every time before I film these videos, I quickly visualize and I imagine my 25-year-old son, future son, who found the woman that he wants to spend his life with, but his relationship isn't going perfect. And that holds me very accountable to making these videos as valuable as possible as I can while being brutally honest yet loving. And not chasing views or money, but just the main thing for me is who do I become in the process of making these videos and serving my clients? That's a principle that I hold very dearly to my heart. And I think you can do the same thing in your relationship. You can think, what would by me doing whatever I'm doing right now, in terms of money, in terms of who I want to become, what would my son or children that I already have, or my future children, what kind of role model would I be for them? I know that's a very deep question, but ponder upon this, because it will truly lead you to a very fulfilling place. Now, mistake number 2. I can simply break this by telling you money is the bare fucking minimum. Money is the bare minimum. Yes, you need money for a great relationship, because if you're constantly worried about money, then you can't be present with her. You can't actually be there for her. You can't hold space for her. And you'll just constantly bring a negativity into the relationship, and that doesn't serve any of you. But here's the thing. There's this quote by this rapper, Ross, where he says, "The truth is hard to swallow when you're choking on your pride." Put your pride aside, man. Because, personal story here, the first time I made 20K in a month with my business, my girl pretty quickly grounded me again. And she made me realize how little money actually mattered to her, and how little it actually mattered in general once you're past a certain point. And yes, I'm not talking to people here who are like, oh, 3K a month is all I can ever make in my life. Like, if you're that kind of person, please change your paradigm, because it's not true. I'm in my 20s making thousands. It's tens of thousands. It's like, it's possible. I'm not saying this to brag. I'm just giving you this inspiration here, right? The thing is, money is the bare minimum. And if you think that money makes you great, or money makes you deserve something, or money makes you like, if money makes you entitled, you have completely misunderstood the point of money. Money is important, but money is just a tool. David Data had this quote where he said something along the lines of, you could make $1 million in a day, but if you forget to pick up the milk that your woman, your wife, asked you to pick up on the way home, then she will be upset. And that's not because women are evil creatures or whatever that only want to emasculate men. Anyone who thinks that, all these men children on YouTube thinking that, they have no understanding of the actual mature feminine. But it's not because a woman is evil or whatever, it's because she wants to connect with you. She wants to feel connected to you. And money doesn't help with that. Money doesn't help with that. Money is an external thing. But you holding your word, you keeping your word, you holding your promise of picking up the milk on the way home, whatever, that makes her feel connected. That makes her feel that you are present with her, that you are there for her, that she can trust you, that she can relax into her feminine when she's around you. And yes, of course, having financial stability provides safety, and that's very important, absolutely. But it's the bare fucking minimum. So many guys nowadays think, oh, if I just make 10K a month, and I am on time, and I dress well, and I shower twice a day, and I work out, I'm gonna have the greatest relationship. Bullshit, dude. There's so many guys who do exactly that. You're literally one out of millions of men. You're not standing out. And there are people who are in better shape, who make more money, who are more on time, who dress better, who shower 3 times a day. Like, bro, you can't compete with these guys. Don't compete on that level. Compete on a deeper level. Go deeper, my friend. You know, of course, these guys who say that money is not important, they're bullshitting. They're lying to themselves, they're lying to everyone else, because everyone wants to have financial freedom, of course. Like, it's great. Here's the thing, man. I just moved to a different country over the winter with my girl. I'm paying for everything here because she's still a student, and so she doesn't really have any money. She doesn't want me to pay for anything. She wants to pay for everything herself, but she doesn't have any fucking money, so she can't, and I pay for everything. And we surf every day, right? We work out outdoors. Like, I'm in the sun every day. And yes, life is great. And the relationship is going great. But here's the thing. It's not that the relationship is going great because I'm able to afford all these freedoms. That would be sad. It's the other way around. I am able to afford this freedom, to make all this money, to help all these people on YouTube, because I have done the work to become the man who can have a great relationship. And now I have a woman by my side who supports me, who pushes me, who calls me out of my bullshit. A woman who inspires me every single fucking day to just become the man that I know I can become. Every great man in history had an awesome woman by his side. Not everyone, that's not true, but almost every great man in history had a fantastic woman by his side who pushed him. And more on that later, because this is actually a very important point. And real quick, before I help you uncover mistake number 3, if you are a decently successful guy in his 20s and you found the woman that you want to spend your life with, but your relationship isn't really where you want it to be, then you can apply for my mentorship. There's a link in the description. You can click that, fill out the application, and maybe I'll talk to you soon. Now, mistake number 3 that I see so many guys make is they don't realize that their woman will challenge them on money. And the red pill calls this shit testing, right? I don't call these tests because that's really not what there are. They're challenges. Let me explain this. So, for example, she might ask you to spend less time working, spend more time with her. My girl does this almost every day, right? And she doesn't do this to emasculate you or to destroy your success. She does this because she wants to see that she can trust you, that she can trust your integrity, and to challenge you to become a better man. Let me explain. She wants to see how easily she can sway you off your path. And if she can easily move you off your path, if she knows that you want to work right now, but she can just ask you to spend time with her, and then you do, then she can't trust you because you don't have any spine, you don't have any integrity, right? It's not even about spine or frame like the red pill guys say. It's really about integrity. You're not sticking to what you said you would stick to. You're not keeping your promises to yourself, right? And she challenges you because, again, the masculine grows by challenge to become a better man. The masculine grows by challenge. She wants you to become the best man that you can be. And this is why she needs to challenge you, to give you these little challenges every once in a while. Because especially nowadays, so many guys, including my younger self, and sometimes still, very rarely still me, we struggle with saying no to people. We're people pleasers. That's how we were raised, right? And we struggle to say no to people, especially to our girlfriend or wife. We really struggle to do that because we don't want to hurt anyone. And we're like, oh, let me just sacrifice my own stuff for her. But what that does in a relationship, brother, just quick side rant, what that does is it shows her that she cannot trust you because you are not sticking to what you said you would stick to. So how the fuck would she be able to trust you? She knows your goals. She knows that you want to work. Whether you told her or not, she knows this intuitively. And so in this scenario where she might ask you to spend more time with her and work less, you have 2 options. Either you actually stop working, you spend more time with her, and you regret it later on, because neither did you get anything done, nor did you actually be present, nor were you actually present with her. Fucking grammar, man. My English is not my first language. What did I want to say, man? Fucking hell. Oh yeah, you regret it later on because neither did you get anything done, nor were you actually present with her. So you didn't enjoy that time with her. She didn't enjoy that time with her. Everything probably got worse and worse and worse, and she wanted to spend more and more and more time with her, the more time you actually spent with her. Or you actually say no, you do your work, you lovingly tell her, hey, I'm working right now, I'm sorry, you know that this is important to me, and I'll continue working, and then once I'm done, I can spend time with you, because then I can actually be present with you. And you do exactly that. Both of these options will eventually lead you to that path where you actually say no to her, because either it gets to a point where you say yes so many times, and you feel that pain, that regret so many times, that you finally actually say no, or you just start by saying no. You stop wasting all this time. You just start by saying no in a loving way, in a mature way, and you realize, hey, everything's okay. I said no. She was like, that's okay. I can understand that. Maybe she gets a bit angry or a bit grumpy, right? That's okay. You're still alive. The relationship is still there. Nothing happened. And through realizing that, that will reinforce this dynamic within you where you realize, hey, I can actually say no. I can actually prioritize my own stuff, and it leads to a better relationship in the long run, because we're more connected. She can see my authentic self. She can see what I truly want to do. And when I do spend time with her, I'm actually present. And brother, of course you need to take breaks here and there, but not if you don't want to. Do not take breaks just because you're afraid of that confrontation, of that potential conflict. Don't do that. Because for ambitious men, working hard and working a lot and striving towards success, it's like therapy, let's be honest. You see that you're becoming someone better. You see that you're contributing to something bigger. And quick personal story here that will really drive this point home for you. Quite recently, I was on a call with some of my long-term clients, guys who I really help become the man that they want to be and build the relationship they want to build. And all those guys came from this YouTube channel. That's where they found me. And live on that call, I hit 20,000 subscribers. And those guys congratulated me and praised me more than I would ever congratulate and praise myself. Those guys who paid me, who are kind of responsible in a way for my financial success, they congratulated me on my financial success more than I would congratulate myself. And I think that's the feeling that we're chasing. So I just wanted to share that story because I think it might inspire some of you. And mistake number 4 that so many guys make is that they don't realize that most women do not just care about money. They do not give a fuck about a specific number, whatever. They just care about having that safety, being able to just bathe in this safe feeling of knowing, oh, hello. What was I saying? Fuck, the dog completely distracted me. What I was saying is, a woman doesn't care about money. She cares about bathing in this safe feeling of knowing that her and her children or future children will always have money. Will always have money on the table, sure. Will always have food on the table. Always have a roof over their head. This feeling of her metaphorically just grabbing your arm, holding your arm, and knowing she will be safe. That's what she's seeking. And a great example of this is the couple of Alex Hormozi and Leila Hormozi, right? These two, when they started dating, what happened was Alex actually basically lost everything. He lost everything. He lost all the success that he's built for himself. And he told Leila, hey, I'm a fuck up right now. I fucked up. And I can completely understand if you don't want to be with me right now. That's completely okay. And here's another dog. Sorry, too many dogs today. What I was saying was, so he told Leila, I'm a fuck up right now. I can completely understand if you want to leave. And what Leila said is very profound. She said, Alex, I would sleep with you under a bridge if it came to it. So Leila Hormozi, who back then was already an entrepreneur, who obviously cares about money, told her back then boyfriend that she doesn't care about money. She cares about being with the right man. She cares about being with the man that she can just metaphorically or actually grab his arm and know she will be fine. She can sleep with him under a bridge and know she will be fine. That's what it comes down to, man. That's what it comes down to. David Deida has another fantastic quote on this, which is, your woman wants to relax in the demonstration of your direction. What he means with this is, the feminine just wants to be. The feminine just wants, it thrives and it lives in the present. And that's what Leila wanted. She wanted a man where she can just be, just relax into her feminine, know that she will be fine. It was evident, it was clear that Alex would figure out a way out of this. It was clear, it was evident that he wouldn't stay stuck there. It was evident that in the future, he would have everything that he wanted and Leila would have everything that she wanted. And that's why she trusted him. And that's why she said, I would have slept with you under a bridge if it came to it. Or I would sleep with you under a bridge if it came to it. That's it, brother. If she can relax into her feminine when she's around you, this is hopefully inspirational for all the guys who might not be in a great financial situation right now. Because if you're not, then well, is it evident that you will be in a better situation in the future? Are you optimistic? Are you figuring out a way to actually get there? Or are you whining and complaining about how tough life is? And which one of these paths will lead you to becoming the man and having the relationship that you want in the future? Ask yourself these deep questions. And not just that, but let's go a level deeper. One of the biggest things that help a woman relax in her man's presence and just fully lean into her feminine is when she can see that he is living his truth, that he is pursuing something that he actually wants to pursue, that he is spending his time and his energy on something that he actually wants to do, some meaningful, purposeful pursuit that he's on. You know, I'm at a stage now where this is insane for me to say because I come from a not so fortunate background, but money doesn't control me anymore. I control money. My calendar doesn't control me anymore. I control my calendar. I control my time. I control my energy. And I work 80 fucking hours a week consistently to deliver the best fucking videos to you guys and to help my clients get insanely good results, to the point where one of them got married a few weeks ago and another one told me I restored his trust in mentorship because his father never actually mentored him well. And That's insane to me. But the thing is this, for my girl, she asks me multiple times a week, oh, why does money make you so happy? Why is money so important to you? It's not about the fucking money. It's about me being able to pursue something that I actually want to pursue. Me being able to say no to potential clients that want to work with me, that want to get my support, my guidance, my mentorship to improve their relationship. But I think that it won't be fun for me to work with them. Sometimes they're just people where there's no alignment, and that's completely okay. In the past, I would have had to take that client because I didn't have any fucking money. Now I can just say, brother, I don't think this is a good fit. Here's maybe someone else, or here's a resource that you could look into. I don't have to fucking work with everyone anymore. I can pick who I work with. I can pick what kind of videos I make. Brother, having that freedom gives me personally so much security, and it gives her probably even more security. So strive towards that. Strive towards getting to a point where you control money. Money doesn't control you, but you control money, and you're on a fulfilling, purposeful pursuit that where you're living your truth, where you're living how you want to live. And because I want to over-deliver, here is a fifth lesson that I really want to share with my most ambitious viewers, the guys who stuck around for all this time. I always keep the most important lessons in these videos towards the end because I only want the most ambitious guys, the guys who are most serious, to get these lessons. And so this lesson, I already hinted at it way earlier in the video, is having a great relationship actually supports every goal, every success that you're striving for. The entrepreneur Sam Ovens has this quote where he said, you don't have business problems, you have relationship problems. Sorry, not relationship, fuck. Butchered the quote. You don't have business problems, you have personal problems. And of course, relationship problems are personal problems. You know, earlier in my relationship, years ago, I was so insecure and so anxiously attached to my girl that I literally was overthinking every single day about her cheating on me. I couldn't fall asleep at night. At work, I couldn't focus on my stuff. What do you think that led to? Brother, sometimes I got up, like I woke up in the middle of the night, sometimes multiple times per night, and then I got up and journaled because I couldn't fall asleep anymore. I journaled for like 30, 40 minutes until I was tired enough again to fall asleep again. Then I fell asleep, and then 2 hours later, same thing again. How do you think that affected my life? Now I'm at a stage where I don't worry about anything. My girl just had to go back to Germany for an exam. We're on long distance for the next 4, 5, 6 weeks. That's fucking okay. I'm completely okay with it. In the past, that would have been so hard for me. Now I'm completely okay with it. We know how to handle long distance anyway. We've done it plenty of times. We know how to do it. We've built a system for it. We're very connected on long distance. It's fucking amazing, man. And having these personal problems, not having the relationship that you want to have, constantly being insecure, constantly overthinking, all this stuff, it holds you back massively in life. It holds you back from reaching the goals that you want to reach in life. Look at the most successful entrepreneurs, athletes, or just artists, just successful men over the last 100, 150 years. All of them, or the vast majority of them, had an awesome woman by their side. Napoleon Hill, when he wrote this book, Think and Grow Rich, around 100 years ago, he studied the 500 most influential, most powerful people, most wealthy people around the world. And all of the guys, all of those men had an awesome woman by their side, or they had an awesome woman by their side when they came up, when they got their success, but then they fell into the trap of, oh, let me get a younger woman, or let me get multiple younger women, sorry. Let me get multiple younger women, whatever. And then they actually fell off. And funnily enough, an acquaintance of mine recently talked to Sam Ovens, the entrepreneur I just mentioned, who's worth tens, if not hundreds of millions, probably hundreds of millions at this point, most likely. And my acquaintance basically asked him, should I ask my woman when it comes to big life decisions? Should I get her input? And Sam Ovens said, yes, absolutely. Feminine intuition is powerful. So you're telling me this man, Sam Ovens, who made videos on YouTube about monk-like discipline and death by 1,000 cuts and fucking first principles thinking, all this stuff, this insanely rational man knows about feminine intuition. That's it, man. He is where he is, not just because of himself, but because he has learned how to build an awesome relationship, an awesome marriage with his wife, and that supported him massively. Same with Hormozy, same with me. Brother, so much stuff isn't visible to the rational eye, so make sure that you focus on who you are becoming in the process of building success for yourself, for your woman, for your family, or future family. Make sure that you realize that money is the bare fucking minimum. Make sure that you grow through her challenges instead of resenting her for it. And make sure, or for them, and make sure that you become the man in whose presence she can fully relax into her feminine, where she can just grab your arm, metaphorically or actually, and know that she'll be okay. And then, and only then, will you get to the relationship that you actually want. And then you'll have this trifecta of health, wealth, relationship figured out. And then you'll be living the best life that you could be living. And again, if you are a decently successful man in his 20s, you've built yourself up in terms of health and wealth, but in terms of your relationship, it's just not going as well as you would want it to, but you found the woman that you want to spend your life with and you want to level up that relationship, then I want to offer you my help. You can apply for my mentorship. There is a link in the description down below. It takes 2 minutes to fill out the application. So if you're interested, if you really want to take this step and take your relationship to the next level, then click that link right now and fill out the application. And maybe we'll talk very, very soon. See you. Have a good day.